Hey guys, Akil here. Welcome back to the Trading Coach Podcast. Got a special episode in store for you today where we're going to talk about how to discover your trading DNA. Now, this is a video version of the podcast. You don't need to be watching on video to enjoy it, but if you want to, you can do so on Spotify. You can also do so on YouTube. It is going to be a little bit interactive, so if you're able to, you may want to join in. And what we're going to do today is we're going to take a quiz. And when I say we, I mean myself, and hopefully you guys follow along as well. I'll give you the address where you can head to it in a couple of seconds. But it's a cool quiz. I am taking it for the first time, so this is 100% live. And what this quiz is supposed to do, it's supposed to tell me what my trading DNA is, discover what type of Forex trader I am, and seeing how I've been trading for almost 20 years now. It's going to be interesting to see how close this nails it. Now, before we get into this quiz, I want to tell you about another quiz that I actually enjoy, and I try to take it every 5 years, and it's very interesting how you change. I've done certainly YouTube videos on this in the past. I'm not sure if I've done a Trading Coach podcast episode on it, but if you ever get a chance, make sure you take something called a DIS assessment. It's a personality test. There's another one as well. I can't remember the name of it. Try maybe personality test or freepersonalitytest.com. Maybe I'll try to figure it out and put it in the show notes below. But what this does is it tells you a little bit more about your personality, right? It tells you, are you more dominant? Are you more conscientious? Are you more intuitive? Or are you more kind of laid back? And it gives you kind of this range of where your characteristics and skills are at. And what's really cool about that is it helps you understand more about your, I guess, the good and bad, your flaws, and the thing that you excel at in trading. And I truly believe that, trading is a journey of self-discovery. You learn a lot about yourself throughout the journey. As you learn more about yourself, you continue to evolve and adjust your trading strategy to match what naturally fits you. That's how you avoid mistakes and psychological errors. So if you have a good idea of what type of trader you are to begin with, meaning things that you're going to be really, really good at, things that you're going to struggle with, it's a very good stepping stone, especially for a newer trader, to start to know that information and be able to organize your trading journey, your trading strategy, your trading plan around that. So I would recommend doing it. Again, I do it every 5 years. I have shifted. I think being a trader has made me a lot more soulless, but also I guess as a trader and a business owner has increased my leadership skills. So it's interesting to see how you grow too. So, all right, let's hop into this trade. Or into this quiz. If you want to follow along, here's what I want you to do. I want you to head over to dailyfx.com, and you're going to go to a part that says, if I remember correctly, it's going to say like tools and something. Let me just go back real quick. Go to, ignore this. I am a U.S. citizen. I'm not a U.S. citizen, right? Go to tools, right? And we were on here earlier talking about the sentiment charts. Go to DNA FX. And then start quiz. And again, pause this until you get there so we can follow along and do this together. So, question number 1. It looks like there's going to be 14 of them. Sheesh, okay. May turn into a long podcast, but stick with me. That's why we have the coffee. Question 1. You are scheduled to play an old friend in a game of chess, which you are both desperate to win. How do you tactically approach this game? Option number 1, I've been reading books about discipline for years and will draw on my experience and skills to win. Option 2, I'll give my friend a call the day before we play and assess what his mood is like. Then I'll base my strategy on their little mental warfare. I like that, little messing with them the day before a game. There we go. It might be the answer. 3, I'll send a mass email to my friend's previous chess opponents asking about the type of tactics he or she used and base my strategy off their results. 4, I'm just going to see how my friend plays and then adapt my strategy to match and beat theirs. 5, I'll play the way I know, and even if I lose, I will have learned something and be a better player. And typically what these do is when I do these tests, I try to pick the answer that comes to me first. I don't like second guessing and overthinking. So usually, just like in trading, the first answer is the natural answer, right? When in doubt, stay out. So the one I like the best right here is number 4. It's going to be, I'm going to see how my friend plays and then adapt my strategy to match and beat theirs. And I think the part that said beat gets me because I'm competitive. I want to win. Apparently I'm desperate to win. So I kind of like number 5 because I like the idea of going in with my own game plan and just trusting myself to win. But I don't like the part that says, well, even if I lose, right? I don't even want to entertain that thought, right? I'm going in to win. So I like going in. I like analyzing what my friend is doing and making the proper adjustments. I'm sure that's a positive for my trading as well, because that's exactly what I do in the markets. Number 2, you decided to buy a new TV. Ooh, we need a new TV. So this is one that's actually, we're in the process of doing this right now. Which of the following best describes your thought process behind choosing the right model? 1, I'm a busy person. Yep. So I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to Google search flat screen TV, and after 5-minute search, buy the best looking deal I come across. Ooh. 2, I'll conduct research into which TVs have the longest shelf life and which ones have the best resale value. Not going to resell a TV. This will largely influence my decision. Don't think that's going to be it. 3, I'll read all reviews I can find and be sure that I'm getting the highest quality TV I can afford. Kind of like that one. 4, I find a selection of TVs that I would like, and then I wait until sale season, such as Black Friday, to see which one has the biggest discount. I kind of like that, but I'm very impatient, right? I take my time in making decisions, but I don't want to wait once I do it, so I don't think that's going to be it, although I like sales. Number 5, I'll find a selection of TVs that I want and then wait a few weeks to see if any of them go on sale for cheaper. Ooh, that sounds about it. I think I'm going to go with 5. I said I'm going to go with my first decision. I think if I like 2, right? Because I do want to do research and see which is a quality item, but I also like sales. I'm a very frugal person. I think my wife would kill me if I didn't wait for it was on sale. Happy wife, happy life. If I want to survive the rest of this quiz, I want to take number 5. All right. Question number 3. You go to watch amateur boxing match with a friend where 2 boxers you have never seen or heard before are set to fight. Your friend asks you which one you think is going to win. How do you make your decision? Number 1, I base my decision off whatever boxer looks the most confident as they're walking into a ring, kind of like that. I have an app on my phone which allows me to input 2 opposing fighters' statistics and get a results prediction. I'll use this to choose a winner. Oh, yeah. 3, I quickly pull out my phone and look up each fighter's statistics online, including their win-loss ratio. Ooh, trading numbers. This will inform my decision. I find each fighter's Instagram pages and see if they have gone through anything recently which might impact their performance, such as personal injuries or issues. No. I feel like that's a fundamental trader's answer. I'll go with whichever fighter the most up-to-date betting odds says is going to win. Ooh, okay, so I like numbers. I do like reading confidence, but I also understand that every boxer is confident and you can still get knocked out, right? I've gone into a fight very confident before and boom, right? Done. So scratching that one off. I like the stats. I like 2/3. 3 is I quickly pull out my phone and look up the stats. Why waste the time trying to pull them up and do all the math myself when I can automate it and just go to an app on my phone, input the 2 fighters, and boom, it runs it for me, right? Automated back testing. I like that. So 2, I also like betting odds. I'll go with whichever fighter the most up-to-date betting odds says is going to win. So I'm going to go with 5, right? I like 2. I like the app. I like running stats. I'm very quantitative. But I also understand that when we're talking about betting and odds, the people out in Vegas are much smarter than me. They're probably much smarter than whatever app I have. So I'm going to go with 5, but it's a close one between 5 and 2. 4, man, we're only on number 4. Which of these best describes your style of working? Fast-paced and busy. I like to place my trust in my technical abilities. The computer is never wrong. Calling on my knowledge to deliver results. I always stay aware of what external factors might impact my work and how I can take advantage of them. Making the right decisions at the right time defines success. Tough one. Number 5, I guess. I am fast-paced and busy, but I've also been working really, really hard on myself to try to find time for me, time for Zen, time to relax, enjoy my family. So I'm probably 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that would have been it, right? Work till you die, and then whatever, then you die and don't enjoy anything in life. But I think I'm liking number 5. I want to make the right decisions at the right time. And I think that I am very organized. I am very scheduled, but I also am flexible with things. So I'm going to go with 5 right here. Question number 5. What would you say is the most useful thing on your what would you say is the most useful thing your smartphone allows me to do? 1 has made everything in my life from buying clothes to catching up with friends much faster and immediate. 2, be able to organize and analyze various different parts of my life, such as my exercise regime with ease. Have access to the most infinite learning tools and websites at all time. 4, get regular news updates so when I'm up to date with what's going on in the world and what impact it could be. I'm not worried about that stuff. Allows me to follow any sort of story, whether it be news or personal, for a good length of time without ease. Now, I can answer this one for you. The best thing that your smartphone could do is allow you to listen to the Trading Coach Podcast. 3 new episodes each and every week, hosted by Akil Stokes. Subscribe, follow, rate, review. Right? I guess shameless plug's not on there. I don't really know. I try to stay away from my phone, to be honest with you, for a lot of stuff. I guess number 3, if I have a question or I need an answer to something, just plug it into my phone. So infinite answers and blah, 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 blah. Number 6, which type of personal rewards do you enjoy the most? I hope Oreo cookies is on this one. Small, regular victories keep me happy and invested in whatever I'm doing. Ooh, I like that. Those small dopamine hits. You guys know my views on productivity, right? And checklist and to-do lists and stuff like that. 2, I enjoy mastering technology to achieve something that a human alone would never be able to. Nah. 3, I find value in studying something for a prolonged period of time and mastering it. Aside from trading, not really. Well, I guess space, aliens, quantum physics. 4, I like finding success by employing my knowledge of current events, demonstrating my understanding of the contemporary world. Nope. 5, I like to build up to a good-sized achievement over a few days a week. I'm going to go with 1. My philosophy on kind of productivity is breaking big goals up into small goals, and that way you can continue to knock off these small goals. So if you look at my to-do list, it starts with big kind of macro things and then the small micro things in there. And I got one of the to-do lists where I click the button, it gives me a nice like little chime, cling, right? And I get excited by going to it and cling, 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 cling. My wife's like, "What's going on in there?" I'm like, "I'm being productive, babe." She's like, "Well, be productive without the volume on." I'm like, "Okay." But I do like that. I feel like those small victories are like little levels up, like, old Mario games. You hit it and you bounce off to the next level. So I'm going to go with small, consistent victories, Kaizen philosophy, continuous improvement, 1% change for the better each day. I like that. Number 7, halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. If you have a tub of your favorite ice cream, now we're talking, in your freezer, oh no, how long will you be able to resist before helping yourself to a bowl of it? 10 minutes at most. I'll ration the ice cream based on my research into the healthy amount of ice cream a person my size and weight can eat each week. Sorry, I should be reading these things for you guys that aren't watching the screen here. 3, it depends on how big the tub is. I'll wait until I have a bad day, then I'll eat some. I'll start eating it today, but only allow myself 1 bowl. Okay. If there was an answer for less than 10 minutes, if there was an answer that said that bowl of ice cream would have a couple of scoops missing before it even made its way into my fridge. In fact, there should be an answer that says that bowl of ice cream should have a couple of scoops missing before I even get to pay for it at the checkout line. I would probably even ask for a discount because it's lighter than what it was supposed to be until they see like the smears of Oreo cookie flavored ice cream around my mouth and they charge me for the full quantity. I'm eating it. I'm eating it right away. It's not making it 10 minutes. If I buy something, I buy something because I want it and I want it now. Boom. 10 minutes at most is the closest we're going to get, but that ice cream's going in the tummy right away. Question 8. You've gone to watch your favorite football team play, American football, European football, but they're losing by 2 goals. All right. This is familiar. Everton. With 20 minutes left in the game. What is your reaction? Normal. Make a bet with your friend. If your team loses, you'll give him $5, but if they turn things around and they win, he has to give you 20. Not with Everton and our goal scoring record. You don't mind. You've just used your phone to figure out their points total so far in the season, and they are still doing well. Not Everton either. You make a note of which players failed to perform well under pressure, so you can be sure not to get your hopes up if a similar starting team is played in the future. You realize that your team has been playing badly all day, and accept that they are probably not gonna win. Wait 10 minutes and eat the ice cream? No, wait 10 minutes. If they still haven't drawn equal, you'll leave. Number 4, I accept things for what they are. I am, my mentor was always proud of me. So one of the reasons I became a good trader is because he called me even Akil, right? because I don't get emotionally high, I don't get emotionally low. I'm pretty good at judging things for what they are and then kind of basing my reactions off of it. So I don't go, Everton plays Man City, I don't go in expecting like a win. I'm like, we're probably going to get beat bad, and like if we can lose by less than 2 goals and play well, that's probably a victory. So I'm pretty good at being reasonable with my judgments. So that's going to be number 4 for that. All right. You are walking to catch a bus for which you have already bought a ticket, which costs $1.50. As you walk across a field, you accidentally drop a $1 note, which you now can't find in the long grass. The bus is arriving soon, and if you miss it, you won't get your money back on your ticket. What would you honestly do in this situation? 1, the thought of losing $1 distresses you too much, so you search until you can find it. 2, decide you will allow yourself exactly 30 seconds to search for $1. After that, you must continue walking to the bus station. But if I don't have money to buy a new ticket. 3, you start searching for the $1, but remain mindful that you might miss the bus. Okay. 4, your decision is based on your day's plan. If you plan to use that $1, or okay, never mind. I thought my $1 was to buy the ticket. I have the ticket already. If you plan to use the $1, you will search for it. If not, you immediately start heading to the bus stop, decide that $1 isn't worth it, and you start running for the bus. I'm as frugal as they come, but I do not care about a lost $1. I'm going to go with number 4, though, because I don't completely not care about it. Like, I'm the type that I'll pick up a penny if it's on the ground, because money is money. It's the principle. I will search for it, which is a decision based on your day's plan. I think number 2, I guess. I will decide to allow myself exactly 30 seconds, whatever, a small amount of time to search for it. But if I can't find it, I don't want to miss the bus because, again, the bus ticket is more than the $1. So I'm not going to miss the bus and waste whatever my bus ticket costs in order to find $1. It just doesn't make sense financially. So I will search for it. I will do my darndest to find it. If I don't find it, I will move on and won't stress over it. So I like number 2. Ooh, I can. It's funny, the trading coach in me, because we do these trader assessments with traders all the time. The trading coach in me is starting to kind of like figure out what they're kind of probing at as far as my trading personality goes. This is interesting. 2 of the fingers, right? Question number 10. We're almost there, guys. 18 minutes in, or close to 18 minutes in. Which of the best describes the way you consume news? I like to stay abreast of major news events, no matter what it's about. Nope, probably not. I have a function on my phone which distills news bulletins down, so I only receive news which is relevant to me or a massive story. Little known fact, I've deleted all the news apps from my phone. I try to stay as disconnected as possible aside from things that I need to pay attention to. So I actually don't have any news apps on my phone, aside from sports news, of course. That's the important stuff. I like to read features that go into details about the few weekly news items that I am interested in. I think that's where we're going to go. I take notes of all major news events, but particularly like to follow up articles that analyze the wider impact of these events. I keep abreast of news, but my main focus is on issues which will affect me, either immediately or at some point in the future. So I don't know if we're talking about regular news or trading news. That's a tough one. I don't care about regular news at all. I had a conversation with one of my best friends the other day, and we just realized that we're in election year. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot that we have to vote on a president soon. That's just how far I stay away from news. So if it's regular news, I don't pay any attention at all. If we're talking trading news, I'm going to go with number 4. In my trading, I take notes of major news events. Like, for example, this week as I'm recording this, we had, it's a jobs week, so we had ADP employment numbers come out at 8:15 today for the $1. Later on today, we had Bank of Canada interest rate decision. Tomorrow, we have ECB interest rate decision. And Friday, we have non-farm. So those are all high impact news events aside from the ADP. So I want to be aware of what they are. I want to be aware of how I'm going to kind of handle myself in the market around those news events, and then what bigger kind of macro impact they're going to have on the economies or in the market. So I do want to pay attention to those, and I have learned to understand news by doing just that. I pay attention to what news is. I read some follow-up articles on it. I get more educated, right? Computer to brain. I get smarter, and then next time they come around, I have a greater understanding of what their impact on the markets, both on the charts and both on kind of the bigger investment side of things, or I guess monetary policy type of thing. So I'm going to go with 4. Number 11, what is your favorite type of film? Non-stop action? Yeah. Anything where some sort of technology is used to save the day? Yeah, maybe. Films which require a bit of background knowledge on the subject they portray in order to fully appreciate them? No. if there's one thing I want to do with a film, I don't want to let a film turn into work, right? So I'm not going to do research so I can watch the film. I want to be dumb-brained when I watch a film, or I want you to tell me what I need to know, right? So you movie makers out there, if you're going to make a film that Akil wants to watch, you better tell me what I need to know before that film starts. Don't expect me to do any research and work before the film. That's preposterous, right? Film based around real-world events. No, I don't like news. Slow burners that require you to really concentrate on what's going on. Oh, probably not. My attention span is not that good, especially with kind of the amount of stuff we binge watch of all these streaming services we pay for now. I like nonstop action. I also like technology to save the day. I'm going to go with nonstop action. I like spy, a good old-fashioned spy movie is my type of deal. I like a good spy movie, a good something like that, but I guess action's closest. That's probably a bad trading answer. Oh my gosh, he's going to say I'm a day trader because I like nonstop action. Sheesh. All right, I'm going with my first choice. I'm trying not to think about what I want to get out of this quiz. All right, number 12, getting closer. A coin is flipped. What do you choose? Tails. Easy. Always tails. Boom. There we go. In fact, little thing in elementary school, I used to sucker people a little bit. Heads I win, tails you lose. Oh yeah, okay, I'll do it. Think about it. Why did you choose that side? Oh, I just made a split-second decision. I read that my chosen side is statistically more likely to land face up. It's a 50-50 choice, so it doesn't matter. It has landed on that side in the last few times I flipped a coin. It doesn't really matter, but I'll consider whatever the result is for next time I flip a coin. No, I just made a split-second decision. I usually go with tails. If you ask me to pick a number, I usually go with 7. It's just what I do. Probably tails because I'm more of a contrarian. I'm assuming most people are going to pick heads, so I just want to go tails. I want to go against the grain. I just like the number 7. There is a statistical value in 7, in that 7 is the most common number that can be hit if you take all the numbers and put them in like a dice format and roll them. That's why craps is 7. So I do like 7 because of that. 7's a cool number. But yeah, just choose one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 14, last one. Ooh, then we're getting closer. Finally, how much time do you want to dedicate to Forex trading? 1, most of my time, I won't go more than 5 minutes without checking. Not me, previous me. 2, I'll use my technical abilities to create an automated algorithm which will help me find success. So this will be where I can channel most of my time. Not a bad answer. 3, I'll check at least once a day, but we'll dedicate a lot of time to learning about Forex trading strategies. Ooh, I likey. 4, I'll check regularly, but we'll never go more than an hour without checking the news to see if anything has happened that might impact currency I'm trading on. No, I'll only be able to check every hour or so. The closest I like is 3. I check more than once a day, obviously if I have active trades in, but I don't want to trade that much. Typically my trading day will, I'll do my analysis in the morning. I'll kind of know what I need to pay attention to for the most part and be able to set up my trading before it actually happens. So after about, maybe 15 to 30 minutes in the morning of doing pre-market analysis, 2 hours in the live trading room, talking to traders and running them through ideas, the rest of the day, I kind of know what I need to watch, and I can just, I peek back every hour or 4 hour, depending on kind of what the trade is in. So, I'm close to this one every hour ago, but I'm venturing more towards less is more. So I think this, and I like the part about learning more strategies, investing time in my education. All right, I am a scalper. This thing couldn't be closer from the truth. All right, based on your answers, and again, these are all fun. I'm not saying this thing is going to be right. Based on your answers, you would most likely be a scalper in the world of trading. What is a scalper? Why did I get this result? Based on your answers, it's clear you perform well in fast-paced environments. That's the action. I told you that action answer was going to haunt me. Working with immediacy and making split decisions in order to win. This is horrible, horrible. You also seem to look for immediate rewards. Yeah, preferring regular small wins over occasional large ones. Snappy last-minute information seems to influence your decision-making, and you don't seem opposed to accepting some risk in order to find success. Finally, you're interested in dedicating a lot of time to Forex trading. This is important attribute for any scalper, as you would need to constantly be checking your trades in order to benefit from small, regular success. Am I destined to be a scalper forever? As you grow and learn from the world of Forex trading, your style and approach to trading will develop as well. The scalper style matches your current attitude to life and work, but in a few years, you might have changed your trading style a little. Take this test again 12 months into your Forex trading career and see if you have remained a scalper or if you become a swing trader, a position trader, or an algorithmic trader, or even an event-given trader. Remember, these results are based on a short personality test. Forex trading in your suggested style will not guarantee success. All right, so before we get out of here, I would love to hear what you guys got on this test. So leave it in the Spotify comment section or below on YouTube. And not just what you got, but especially if you're someone that has been trading, let me know if it nailed it or let me know if it was off. This couldn't be further than off for me. If you ever talk to me about being a scalper, I will tell you you are 100%, I don't want to say stupid, but it is not a smart path to go. I would have been, day trading would have made more sense, but scalping, not at all. So for me, the test failed. But again, these are small tests. They're just meant to give you a little bit something. Let me know how yours ended up. I will go through and read them. I'm interested to see if it was right or if it was wrong. And who knows, maybe in 12 months, we'll come back and do this again. Or next time I'll go back and do that personality test that I promised to leave you in the show notes. And I'll remember to do that right now. All right. Until next time, plan your trade, trade your plan. Take care. Hey, before you go, remember to rate and review this podcast. We're growing this podcast into one of the best trading podcasts out there. Last I checked, we're hovering anywhere between 3 and 5 on most of these little online rankings. So we're getting close, and it's cool to be up there with some big names. But help me out. Keep rating, keep reviewing, keep sharing with your social community, and we'll keep pumping out awesome episodes of the Trading Coach Podcast. All right? Take care for real this time.